I love that intro. It's so cool. Hi, everybody. How are you? I see some people in here waiting for Maddie to come. I saw that he was in here doing some things, so he'll pop back in a few minutes. Thank you, Amanda. Yes, happy birthday to me. it was good. Thank you. Hi, is it Karen? And Jasmina, Marianne. Hi, everybody. Um, Maddie should be here in a minute. Got something planned, I think. So today we are in the middle of the week, and I hope it's going okay. Sometimes it's hard those last couple of days of the work week. Um, and yeah, we had a great, Deb, ready have a great fall, the equinox. And I think the last show I called it, I was talking so fast, I said the solstice. But changing to fall is always my favorite time in the year. Do you guys do rituals? Do you do anything? Um, it's always good to just have that, looking forward to the cooler weather and all the fun. I think all the fun comes in the fall, really. Well, because I love Halloween. I was just over at the craft store looking at all the Halloween stuff. Now tell me truthfully, have you started putting any Halloween stuff out? Today I bought Halloween candy. Oops. Yeah. Well, Halloween candy is good anytime, right? Anytime during the year. And but I do have some Halloween stuff out. One of the things I got for my birthday was one of the people that watch the show, Kim Lunzer, bought me a haunted house cookie jar, which is great. I love it. Oh well, thank you. Pretty good for turning 70. So I'm okay. I'm good. And my health is better. So thank you for everybody that sent me wonderful prayers and stuff like that and all the little messages. So I'm doing pretty darn good. So red lipstick, red lipstick always. And that only came about, Curran, because somebody told me, well, you can't wear red lipstick. Oh, just tell me I can't do something, right? And ever since I wear red lipstick. Thank you, Yasmina. Yeah. And you guys remember and it's Sinead, and you're coming from the UK, Great Britain. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for being up and doing that. Um, uh, so let me tell you, hi, Michael. Hi, Michael. And so anyway, you guys know you have to be 18 years of age or older to get a reading. Please, no legal questions and no medical, including pregnancy. And don't put anybody's proper name. So don't put their name. If it's a David or a Frank or a Lyle, you're going to say X, person of interest, relative, dirty, rotten jerk, whatever you want. We will tap that energy and give a reading on it, okay? And okay, I'm just reading some of your stuff. And let's see, we randomly select, so we don't have a list. And just come back on one of the other days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, to get a reading. And so just say, hey, I didn't get one the last time. Okay. And we try to really get that. And let us know if it's your birthday. And we accept tips, but these are free readings. They're free readings. We want everybody to be able to get a really great reading. And it doesn't mean that they have to pay out any money. We kind of, uh, we're all equal here. And so free readings. Hi, Kim. I just thanked you for that wonderful haunted house cookie jar. Thank you so much. And I have it all ready to go, though I bought Halloween candy and put it in a different cookie jar so they could see through that one and eat it. I'm a little worried about them handling, the guys in my life, handling anything breakable, if you know what I mean. And okay, so I am doing the 3 month readings, which is a little bit of September, what's left, October, November, December, close out the year. If you want that type of reading or a certain month, you can ask me for that. A general, um, specific question. Maddie is the jack of all divination trades. So he uses these cute little cards, divination cards that have a little message. He has all kinds of tarot decks. He does pendulum. If you have a yes no question, just say I have a yes no and put the question, and he will see that and he'll probably grab that. Okay. And what else? My favorite thing that Maddie does is he has charms, and he has the cutest ones, and he will, pick those things up. Um, let's see. And I think that's probably pretty good. We just ask you to do one thing. There's a lot of people right now here, and I see 2 people only have liked the broadcast. And that works with Facebook and the world to get us places. And so we'd like to get a bigger audience. If you guys can, just do that like, or I don't want a frowny face, but love the little heart or anything like that on the broadcast, that'd be great. Also go to YouTube, Matty Tarot, subscribe. That's why I'm here, because I met Matty and he's a wonder. He is so great. And we wanted to get him up on YouTube with the subscribers so that they give you more opportunities. So please subscribe to Matty Tarot, and also Psychic Fixes on YouTube, and some of you coming through Facebook, Psychic Fixes, and that would be great. And thank you for doing that. It's still only 2 people. Like under this broadcast, you should have a like and a share and a comment. Do the like button. Thank you, Julia, so much. Okay, I'm going to be selecting someone to do a reading. When Maddie comes in, he's going to go ahead and do a reading, and we'll go back and forth doing that. But I will write in a post who I'm going to do next. So don't leave without checking to see if I've selected you or not, okay? So we have a lot of people here, and I'm going to go through and see what you guys what your questions are. Now, we don't get to you, it's hard for us to go back sometimes and look back. You'll see us kind of going like this. We're looking back at your posts and comments, looking for people to do a reading for, and answering your questions in the chat. So go ahead and repost. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Go ahead and repost later so that we get a chance, like, oh, fresh, here's somebody that wants a reading. So let me go and see. Go ahead and post your questions or what you would like to do. Again, I developed a way, it downloaded in my head, like a lot of things did, how to look at the future and give you dates and stuff. So I'm going to look in these at a little bit about September, October, November, December. There he is.
Hi.
Hi.
How are
Goodbye.
you? Hi,
You're good.
bye.
What are you doing?
Hi, bye. Is it working?
There you
Oh,
are.
okay, wait, hold on. Hello.
Oh, that was a serious hello. As I'm holding my McDonald's Thai Beanie Baby cup.
Oh,
I only got one, and they're gone now.
yeah,
Oh
wait,
well.
I just was having a conversation about this with my husband the other day. We were driving and I had McDonald's drink and it said collector's cup and it was just a regular cup. And I was like, this is not, I was like, why does it say collector's cup on this plastic regular disposable cup? And then he was
Well, that
telling me that
wasn't
there were special
clear.
meals.
And they didn't have it. My McDonald's ran out, and they from the get-go, they had it like one day, and then they never did it again. You'd have to travel to get the cup. I thought it was going to be glass. Like in the olden days, we had glass. Oh, Jack in the Box had bicentennial mugs and all this stuff.
Oh,
And I go, it's plastic. And
oh,
I gotta hand wash this. I don't think so. So I just have one. I went. It was like $9 for that meal. Oh well.
I'm
To
so
get
done.
the
That's
cup?
funny.
No, no, not this time.
Well, is it? It's plastic. It's a plastic cup. You're saying?
Yes, it is.
I'm so done. They don't
Yeah.
do it like they used
No,
to anymore.
no.
Remember when McDonald's had like video games in it? Like you could go in there and play like Nintendo 64 and Mario and all that. And then you could also, they had a ball pit and everything.
Oh, we went in. Oh yeah. Now I will tell you this: that my son, when he was 3 years old, we had a new McDonald's come into our town, and that was a big deal. And so they had a grand opening sweepstakes. So I put my son, my 3-year-old, in there. I got a call from McDonald's. Could we talk to Steven? And I'm like, pretty much like 3 years old. Do you really want to talk to him? And they said, oh, she laughed and she said he won the grand prize. A
Oh,
Big Mac every week for a year.
oh.
I ate well.
I'm so done. I was gonna say, how much of a prize is that if you're eating it every single week for a year?
Yeah.
Did they make a movie about that? I'm
I
done.
gave him a Happy Meal, and he was happy with that. But they had the merry-go-round, and now we have to make sure the kids don't get hurt. I mean, the things I did had to be crazier than what you guys did. But I was riding a motorcycle, you know. I was a kid. I grew up with motorcycles. Now, I've had a license for 55 years. I have a motorcycle license.
Oh
And yes,
wow.
I got American Indian jacket for my birthday.
Okay.
Yes, American
Okay.
Indian
Debbie
motorcycle
the
jacket.
biker.
Debbie the biker.
Debbie the biker.
Yeah.
By the way, everybody, it was Debbie's birthday yesterday. Happy belated birthday, Debbie.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
have a special something for you.
Ooh.
All right, so here's a brownie. Oh,
Oh, good. You're gonna eat it?
it's
Eat
a
it for me.
brownie. It's the thought that counts, right? And
That's right.
I know you don't like cake, so there's brownies. And we're gonna put an incense in it instead of a candle.
And you and Michael are gonna eat it. That's fine with me.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, wait.
Can you? Oh, it lit.
You gotta blow.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I did it. I looked. That
Happy
was great.
birthday to you.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay, wait, and then I have one more thing. It's Debbie's birthday, y'all.
Birthday cheer. 3 times for the birthday cheer. Go ahead if it's your birthday cheer. Hit up if it's your birthday.
Oh my gosh,
Happy
that's so
birthday!
funny. That was great. Yeah.
And if you look, and if you look at our thumbnail today, it says it's Debbie Wednesday.
Oh, that's neat.
It
Thank
says Debbie
you.
Wednesday, and it says happy 7th birthday because you said last time, you said yesterday you were 7.
Yeah.
You're 7, yeah. Wow. Can't
That was great.
can't
Thank
even
you.
can't even get a reading here for free. You must be 18 or older to receive a reading. We don't do legal or medical. Thank you. No, I'm kidding.
Ah.
No,
Anyway,
but
oh gosh, we're doing good with the people and they're putting their requests in, and
yes.
this
Let's
is
get to
great.
the
Thank
readings,
you
you
so
guys.
much.
So
Thank you so much.
you're very welcome, Debbie. You're
Yeah.
an angel. Oh, I had one more thing, but we'll save that for the end. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I think you already went over all the rules, and you guys like the show. Hit the thumbs up button. Come on.
Yeah, still only two people have done that.
Hit
The
the
little
thumbs
thing
up
under
button.
there. Click it. Click it.
Hit it now.
Thank you. Hi, Carlos. You guys are funny. You are funny.
All right. Have you
Hi,
selected anybody?
Eleanor. Thank you. No, I haven't. It's just been a whirlwind of a celebration here, and I got to come down and look for something here. You
Okay.
guys, also, I'll be leaving for my son's wedding, please say prayers because we are driving to Texas. And I want to get there safely. But I'm leaving Sunday, and I will be back maybe Monday. We will see. Monday or Tuesday or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there.
Not
We
leaving
don't
Sunday
know.
and coming back Monday the next day. You're talking about a week later.
Yeah, a week later. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi, Tammy. Thank you. Okay.
My husband said happy birthday.
I have somebody.
My husband
Okay.
said happy birthday to you, Debbie.
Michael, thank you. Well, he wrote it to me too.
Yeah, right
I
there.
was paying attention.
I'm Zun. Okay, wait, you picked somebody?
Mhm.
Sorry, I took it off.
I'm going to go quiet. And what do they call it when the summer? Oh, silent. Silent. I'm going to go silent and connect to. Let me go back to my client. Thank
Sorry.
you. And I'm going to connect to the energy, and I will be back in a minute. And feel free to schmooze with the clients.
All righty. Alrighty, y'all. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. It's Debbie Wednesday. Welcome to the show. No, it's Wisdom Wednesday, and I am gonna pick somebody. Let's see. Okay. All right. I've selected. Debbie likes to put in the chat who she's chosen. I like to keep it a mystery, a secret. But I have someone selected. But yeah, if, please subscribe to our YouTube channels. That's youtube.com/@Matty Tarot, youtube.com/@PsychicFixes. Also, Psychic Fixes on Facebook. You must be 18 or older to receive a reading. We do not do legal or medical. There is no list. You just enter your question into the live chat. You might be randomly selected to receive a reading. And the pay links are scrolling below. These are free readings. However, donations are appreciated, and you can find our pay links below. If you're feeling, a little generous, go ahead and hit those. But yeah, make sure you're wishing Debbie a happy birthday today. Well, it was yesterday, so wishing a belated happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Right?
I have family members that do the whole month. It's their birthday the whole month.
Right. Really,
Oh.
honestly, when I was younger, I cared. I was like, oh my gosh, my birthday. But then, now it's just like, oh, my birthday, whatever. And then people will be like, they'll filter in, after a week or so. Sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, wait, happy birthday. It's like, I know, it's totally fine. I'm not offended. It's okay. But thank you.
Yeah.
You can wish me happy birthday, all encompassing in the month or whatever.
Yeah. I'm good with it. This was kind of a hard one because now it's like the crone age, and it's more like, oh, I made it to another birthday. Yay.
Stop.
Okay,
Debbie, you look young and lovely and healthy. Okay, you're gonna make it to quite a few more birthdays.
Oh, I think so. I think I know the number, so I'm good. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Okay, anything, thank you for coming through from the UK and Great Britain there. You know what? You are a strong person. You're a strong lady. I get a big personality. I get no nonsense, and I feel like you probably think that you're always right because you are. And I love that you are so compassionate, yet you are very much a leader and strong in your opinions, and I love it. I feel like you're very intelligent. um I really feel, I'm a queen of swords, so I really feel like the best one in the deck here. And so I really love who you are and who they're showing me you are. Now, crossing over you in temporary energy can be somebody that you're thinking of or somebody coming in, somebody of importance or priority. I do get a very money minded male. And so this could be somebody coming in, somebody you're thinking of. So this person is all about the money, making the money, dealing with the money. Maybe he's in finances or something like that. So very strong money theme in this lifetime. In the future, I get you kind of going along with the flow. Whatever's good for everyone's good for you. Path of least resistance. We're going to just kind of flow a little bit. And that's going to be past December. So 2025, we get to flow right in there. In the past position, I get a little bit about um, being on guard. This is my protection type of card, almost like I got nicked once. I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen again. So we have this card of being careful or watchful and watching and on your toes. This is in the past position. Now, let's look at the future. Right now and into mid October, I feel like you're going to, and it's a fortunate thing that we have all these things come in that we have to deal with or make a decision on. Let me look. I don't see you making the decision. So make sure you talk to your guides and archangels and stuff and say, give me the gift of clarity, help me to make these great big decisions in life. It's not small ones, but big ones are surfacing. Mid to end of October, I feel like this is a time that you really, every once in a while, we have to sit down and we go, what do I really want? What do I really want when I grow up? What do I really want in for my future? I feel like you're going to be taking specific time to sit out and think about that. And that's a good thing. When I get to November, your psychic ability is going to bump up because this shows me that you are a high priestess, that you are intuitive, and also that there may be a special gift coming for you during that time period. So go with your gut feeling during this time period of the first part of November. Mid to end of November, I do feel that you're going to be very stuck and not see clearly and feel like I don't have control or I can't do something about that. And so I want you not to be that way. Know now, forewarned is forearmed. So I do believe there's going to be a time that you go, I'm not going forward, or I feel like I can't do anything, or things are not in under my control here, and which you would want it to be. So that's when you talk to Archangel Michael and you say, I want to have complete control of everything and I want to go forward and I don't want to be stuck. So we don't want this to go on. So make sure that before it happens, you're talking to Archangel Michael. When I get into December, I feel like you're going to be super busy. First 2 weeks of December, like I've taken on too much. This is a lot of work. You can do it though. You can. And then the blissful thing, and that's the word I hear, mid to end of December is going to be all about comfort in the home, all about enjoying home and sometimes this is my card for fixing the home up or getting a new home, but definitely I heard blissful, I hear comfort, and I feel like it's just going to be a wonderful mid to end of the year, enjoying your home and all the blessings that are there. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, so I chose Kiran Agarwal. Okay, this is a little different of a reading. I'm not sure if this was the question you intended for your reading, however, or if you're talking about a specific person, or if you're just asking in general. We, as in a people, why do we need to go through healing before attracting the right partner? Either way, what came out. So I'm gonna explain that here. So there's many reasons we have to go through healing before attracting the right partner. One of them is that so the Three of Swords came out. That talks about pain and heartbreak. We live in a world that is it's consistent with duality, right? So there's an opposite, or if you will, a complementary force or energy for everything, right? So hot, cold, north, south, whatever, maybe happy, sad, love, hate, good, evil, and without one, there is no other. So you would not know what happiness is and you would not know how to appreciate it or have any gratitude for it unless you felt sadness. So in order to have the blissful, happy, fulfilling part of life, you have to have the low moments as well and the painful moments. Or else everything would just be bland. We would have no appreciation for it. We wouldn't even we wouldn't know any different. So experience, and this is all encompassed in experience, right? So the experience, it's a choice whether you choose to focus on the negative or focus on the growth and the learning experience to create the happiness, because it is something you have to create. It's a choice, and you create it. So and when you're doing that, because we attract what we don't attract necessarily what we want all the time. We attract what we are, what we embody. And so when we have, low self-esteem, or we feel like we're not good enough, we start to attract things that reflect that back to us. And it's unfortunate it works that way sometimes. And it's especially unfortunate when someone isn't able to see how that happens and how that's working. Okay. I always say BTEAR. It's beliefs create thoughts, create emotions, create actions, create reactions. Your beliefs create the things you think about, and the things you think about dictate your emotions that you feel. And then the emotions you feel determine which actions you take. And those actions that you take get reactions back from people. And those reactions you get back from people are going to solidify that belief that you hold. So it's really important to examine your beliefs. And if you have any negative ones about yourself, you will see them reflected back in your reality in almost every situation. So that's why it's really, really important to identify those things. But they are necessary in order for us to feel, to ever have that experience of happiness, of bliss, of fulfillment. What another reason is independence is extremely important. The Nine of Pentacles came out here. This is independence. Um, you know, what's the saying? What do you bring to the table, right? Well, you need to be your own table with four legs, because if you are bringing someone to the table and making them the fourth leg, well, what happens when that person, doesn't show up? What happens when that person lets you down? What happens when that person betrays you? Your table's going to fall. You need to have a standing, sturdy table with four legs, so AKA independence, and you can add a fifth leg to the table. There's no problem with that. But you should never ever place all of your worth and everything that you have to live for in a person or in a situation, because people will be people. And God forbid, and we hope we hope you find the happiness, and we hope you find someone that's not going to betray you, and I'm sure you will. This is not to say that everyone's going to let you down, but people do sometimes. And so you don't you got to make sure your table is able to stand even when someone might let you down. Okay, you can add a fifth leg to your table. That's great. I hope you're understanding the metaphor here. The King of Wands came out. This is big picture thinking. Looking at the larger, this goes kind of back to, the duality of things. Looking at the bigger picture, it's necessary that we go through the healing before we find the right partner, because when you get into relationships, are not the easiest thing in the world, and you're going to run into conflict with people. You're going to run into issues. And so when you get to those moments where, you're in a heated conflict with the person you love and the person you've committed to, and they've committed to you, well, it's if you don't have any experience of prior of the thing, for example, I'll give you an example. Is I learned in past relationships that it's not that you can't talk to anybody about what's going on in your relationship, but you shouldn't share detailed information, especially when angry, about the other person, because it gives the people around you a negative view. When you're always just using like your friends or whoever to vent to, when you're angry at your partner and you're saying things like da, 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 they never do that, da, 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 and you're just saying all these things, well, now that person has a skewed and one-sided viewpoint that is likely negative of this person. And if they hear too many things over and over again, well, it starts to inevitably change the way that the person views them. And now there's this situation where it's like your friends and family think like, oh, why are you with this person? Or they think differently of this person because they've gotten the one-sided biased viewpoint of the angry you that is describing this person that you know that you're with, in a light that is not reflective of the true reality of the situation, because there's always person A's story, person B's story, and then there's the truth, right? So they're only getting one side of the story. And so that's something I learned in the past, is that you can say like, oh, we had a disagreement and but we worked it out, or right now we're just not seeing eye to eye, or we bumped heads. I say things like that now if I'm talking about anything I'm going through. I don't get into details, and I don't say um that's personal information for about your relationship, and to each his own. People may not agree with what I'm saying, but what I'm trying to say is the benefit of experience. When you get into that relationship where you really you find the right partner, it's going to matter all the past. You're gonna be able to recall like, okay, well, that wasn't good in the past and that didn't work out, but now I know better. Now I know what to do in this situation. Now I know how to handle this. So that's the benefit of experience, right? And it's going to be important that you have that that knowledge under your belt when those times come around. Another reason it's necessary to go through the healing is the Five of Cups. This is letting go. This is grieving. Okay, like it or not, everything that lives has to die one day. So there is this that when a relationship comes to an end, or there's some sort of break, severance in it, it's kind of in a way like a death. You have to mourn the loss of something, right? Something you loved and cared about. And so whether or not you're mad at the person, it still hurts, and you have to mourn the loss of the relationship and of who you were in the relationship and what it was in your life. And so that kind of prepares us for the inevitable. Everyone I'm sorry to say it like this, but everyone is going to die one day. Nobody lives forever. So you, in a way, relationships kind of, not unsuccessful relationships. I'm sorry, I don't want to say unsuccessful, because even relationships that end and when people don't work out, it doesn't necessarily mean it was unsuccessful. So I'm sorry, I used the wrong word there. Relationships that are short-lived or not, there's not longevity to it. You have to grieve something, right? And that kind of in a way prepares you for the inevitable in life, which is everybody has to go one day. So that's another reason it's necessary. Another reason is the Knight of Swords. That's conflict. That's like an argument, and it goes back to conflict resolution, what I was talking about prior. It's communication is like the number one thing in relationships, and it's difficult to communicate through a complex world of feelings for both you and your partner, and see eye to eye. People don't feel exactly the same or look at situations the same, and it's really hard to sometimes find a compromise, or to convey how you feel exactly, and articulate that to a person, and also to be graceful with their feelings and emotions as well, and still respect each other. And that's not an easy thing to do. And communication, a lack of communication, is the number one reason relationships fail. So time and time again, communicate, communicate, communicate. It is one of, if not the most important part of a relationship. And learning how to resolve conflict, and learning how to respect someone's difference of opinion, and still find compromise, and still be able to be a team through a disagreement, that is vital in a relationship. And that's what the Knight of Swords is depicting here. And then the Star is to, it's to show, I'll say this, we all have a path in life, right? We all get, we may take twists and turns, but we all come back. You know, the wrong path is not the wrong path because it ends up leading back to the right path. And so it's in some would say fate or destiny, but your journey's your journey, and each person's on a journey, and the star is the light at the end of the tunnel, is how I look at the star card. And it's to say that after all of these experiences, you will be able to find somebody that it works out with, and that that, I mean, some people don't, but in my opinion, I believe that people, they either get it or they don't. So that person's just got a little more learning to do, or they're having a little more trouble with their lessons, if they're not, you know, figuring it out. And then some people just choose to not be in a relationship, but we're not talking about those people. I'm talking about you will, if you want a relationship and you put in the effort and you do the introspective work and you work on healing yourself, you will find one. I guarantee you. Okay. There's a lot of people, almost everyone's looking for love. So it's just a matter of, it's a numbers game. It's a matter of keeping at it and trying, and until you find somebody it clicks with. Don't waste your time staying with someone hoping something's going to change, or so, not hoping something's going to change, but if you don't see any movement, if you don't see any effort, if you don't see, like, if it's all talk no action, don't stick around waiting and dating somebody's potential. Okay, there's a big difference in someone messing up, or, you know, taking some time to kind of how do you say, to do better. Like, let's say there's something that you don't, that is like, okay, this really hurts me when you do this, and but it's not like they're disrespecting you, and it's not like it's a major thing. It's like, yeah, that person's got to work on that, and they're putting in the effort and they're trying. That's way different than sitting around waiting on somebody who's not, who continues to do something and doesn't take accountability and isn't putting in the effort to change. And you know, you're like, well, they were, you know, they weren't like this in the beginning. Well, they're like this now. Okay, don't date someone's potential. It's, you know what I'm saying. So work with people, be patient, be graceful, but also understand, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Okay. And then ultimately, at the bottom of the deck, there's the World card. It leads you to this place of, it comes full circle. It all comes full circle, and it leads you to this place of fulfillment, of belonging, and a sense of wholeness, essentially. Okay, and that's what the World card is representing here. Some advice for you is, if you feel like you're having trouble keeping hope, or feel like something, you know, have trouble with your self-worth, or the way you value yourself, talk to someone. Okay, talk to someone. It's very important you get these, you express yourself, because anything you bottle up is only going to come out later in a different way, and sometimes that can lead to a variety of issues: mental health issues, physical issues. It can lead to like depression, and it can lead to isolating yourself in a way that's not healthy. Make love, meaning not like, you know, make love, but I'm saying create love. You can create love because you have an ever flowing well inside of you, that, you know, a lot of times when a relationship ends, we may think, oh, that person, they left me broken, they took everything, like, my heart is broken. No, what happened, you didn't, all the love you gave wasn't taken away when a person is no longer there. That's still within you. That's still something that is cultivated with you. Within you. It's an endless well. It does not. It's ever flowing. Okay, all of that's still within you, and you didn't lose any of it. That person just didn't know how to appreciate it, and sometimes they don't. And you should not. While it hurts, and while I'm not saying, oh, get over it, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you should not. How do I say? You should not lower the way you think of yourself, or rob yourself of such a thing because someone else didn't know how to value it or appreciate it. Okay? Don't ever do that. That's trust me, it's a big mistake to do that. And is it true? This goes back to what I was saying about the self-limiting beliefs and the negative beliefs. Those things that you believe about yourself, maybe that you're not good enough, or you're alone, or you're never going to get it right, or whatever it may be. Is that the truth, or you know what I mean? Like, are these just ideas and thoughts that maybe were put into your head because of emotions you felt and the way other people made you feel because of their behavior? Or is this actually like a true fact that, can you find any evidence that goes against that self-limiting belief? So find evidence to the contrary. It is around you, it is present, and try to counter any of those self-limiting beliefs, because they're not true. But your brain is working overtime to make you believe that they are. Okay. Your crystal card is Symberowite. Symberowite. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, it says this stone is often mistaken for amber, and like amber, it emits a warm, powerful energy. It has been known to wake up the chakras and provide motivation. Holding this in your hand during meditation seems to lift your spirit out of the fog of everyday life. Life is ups, downs. Sometimes there's lulls, and I say this: don't ever sit down and give up, because the world is going to keep on spinning. It will not stop. Okay. And if you sit down and you give up, you're just going to get ran over and trampled, or the world's going to roll right on past. So that's a lot more painful than it is to keep going. And I promise you, if you do keep going, the sun comes out again. Okay. There is a new day. There's a new dawn. And you definitely have what it takes to make it through. Okay. So I hope this helps. And that's all I have for you this evening.
Wow, Maddie, you have reading therapy.
Oh.
That's really great, because I agree with you with everything you said. And that one thing is, you have to be focusing on that new person, and you have to really get past that other one. And one thing is, I have a relative that was dating, and she wouldn't stop talking about the ex. And then finally, after a long time, it's like, I'm not over the ex. It's like, really? You're talking about him the whole time. So we need to be able to move on. I have a certain card that shows me, that okay, you finally let that person go and you're going on to something else. So the other person, they deserve that focus. Nia, hi. I'm going to let it slide that you put a D, but you guys don't put initials. Put person of interest, whatever you want. I don't care. Make something up. The unicorn. Well, the unicorn is, yeah, I do have love here with the unicorn, but let me tell you what I have for you. Nia, the first four cards are for you. I do have fond memories of the past. So this represents you of either thinking of some sweet things, memories that you've made, or a certain occasion or whatever. But I do get right now steeped in things that have happened, and we're thinking about it over and over. You have the relationship card crossing you in temporary energy. When I get this card in a reading, and yours is just energy, I'm usually looking at a wedding, relationship, a family reunion, some really good things. So I think you're thinking about love there. You have a great future card, the world. So that is a card of really getting your desires, reaching your goals, making a change for yourself and your career, your home, whatever. It's a really, really good card of getting what you want and going after it. So I see really good things coming for you. I don't know if you just went on an adventure or a little trip, or you just go, I want to get going on something, but I do have that in the past position. They're showing me a little bit stuck here when I'm asking about, this relationship. Like maybe you don't have control over what's going on, or being very stuck in something here. Um, I do get a weight card and a challenge card. So thank goodness the last card here I got was a lover's card. So there is attraction, there is romance there. I do get the Queen of Cups, so I do feel like you're ready for love, and want this to come in, and that is really really good. And it shows me a little bit of a trip or also a healing card coming in. So I went and took a whole bunch of cards, which show me very good things with this person. I feel like at some point maybe there's a problem with not committing to the relationship, but in the end, I get a wish come true for you. So I'm going to say to go on with this and see where it goes. The cards are pretty good here, but it looks like there's a little wait for things to happen. All right. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, I've chosen Lady. All right, Lady, this, I'm going to say this right up front. This was kind of a hard message to deliver, so bear with me. And I say this with all the kindness in my heart, and all, I'm not getting on you in any way, but I'm going to say this. The person you're in no contact with, I don't think that they're posting things to, I don't think they're consciously posting romantic reminders. I don't believe this. I believe that this is something more, it's more of a case of you have your own associations and meanings you assign to things, and you have certain things that make you think of this person, and you're also watching this person. So when you see certain elements or of a photo or certain things, um, because nothing's like directly said, right? That's the meaning you're assigning to it, and you're also assuming you're assuming this person is intentionally doing something or posting because you're seeing this, right? And I know it may seem so compelling to say, oh well, I mean, if we had this experience together, and that's the thing that was there, and that's what's in this photo, and it's obvious, right? Well, again, people have very, very different perspectives. For example, I mean, there's times where I've always said, instead of assuming, ask questions, because you know what you get when you assume, right? You've heard that saying, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Um, because when you're assuming, you're most likely wrong. And so when you're asking questions, and if you trust a person, then they can answer those questions for you. And so me and my husband practice this a lot. I'll say something like, hey, what did you mean by that? And give him a chance to answer that. And then I trust his answer, because oftentimes I found that if I'm just like, wow, oh, I can't believe you said that, the thing I'm thinking, and the meaning I'm assigning, and the thing I'm thinking that he means is not what he was thinking at all. And it was not his intention. And it's totally my perception of something, and vice versa. This happens the other way around too. So I'm saying this: it's time to take extreme accountability. You got to look at the associations and the meanings you assign to things. For example, we may say, you have to understand that, like, okay, like, for example, we'll say, oh, I didn't want to say something to this. This is just an example. I didn't want to say something to this person because I was trying to be nice, right? Okay, that's not the reason. You didn't want to say something to that person because you didn't want to deal with the uncomfortable feeling of having to bring that up, and you're trying to avoid that discomfort. It's not because part of you've convinced yourself it's because you wanted to be nice, and you're such a, I'm not talking about you specifically, I'm just in general. Oh, I'm such a kind and generous person, and I just wanted to be nice. Well, yeah, you may be kind and generous, but you weren't trying to just be nice. You wanted to avoid the discomfort. Like, that's extreme accountability. Take responsibility for your emotions, because they are yours. They're valid. Your emotions are always valid. However, our emotions are not always a true reflection of reality, because it involves, and especially when it involves another person you're in no contact with, there's no way you can know for sure what this person's intentions are, or if they're even aware of those elements of the pictures, of the things you're seeing. If they're doing this on purpose, there's no way that you can know for sure. And I always say this: if you're gonna assume, make a positive assumption. So assume that they're not aware, because when you're making a negative assumption, there's nothing good for you, for anyone involved, for your mental clarity, for your future, for the way you move forward. Nothing comes from making negative assumptions. Okay, so you gotta take extreme accountability for the meaning you're assigning to something, the emotions you're feeling, the story you're telling yourself, and understand that is that stems from your perception and your feelings. And that's because what I'm seeing right now is justice cannot ever be served unless you get off the scale. Right now you've got the scale balanced, because there's still this like feelings of, there's like resentment feelings. And if both of you have resentment still, the scale is still balanced. When you ever notice when someone starts to move on and get into a new relationship, like your ex comes back or something suddenly, you hear about people. I'm sure it's happened to you even. Um, that's because when the person moves on, they got off the scale, and now the scale's unbalanced. The other person's receiving their karma or whatever, and they're drawn back toward the other. They're like trying to reach out back out for that, because there's been an energetic cord that's been cut. Okay. But ultimately I do see this, the Five of Wands here points to a conflict, but it talks about internal conflict. This is something that it's a pain within you, that you need to address. Okay. And this devil here is um an unhealthy behavioral pattern I'm seeing of there's almost this is such a, I don't like the connotation though this word has that I'm about to say, but I don't mean it like in a bad connotation. I mean it in the literal definition of the word. Just exactly what the word means is there's an obsession forming. You have an obsession about checking this person's social media, or keeping tabs on them, but you guys are in no contact. So that's something that you need to address internally, because there's a reason you're doing that. I'm not saying trust me, I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. So I'm not getting on you at all. I totally know exactly how that feels, and I'm not trying. There's no shame. I am saying it's unhealthy, and it will hurt you. It will keep you stuck, and you never heal that way. Okay. Because, and the reason it's happening is because there's a pain in there, and you just haven't seen the light of that yet. You haven't found your answer or your key to move forward in that. But you will find it. Okay. I do see there was passion. It was because it was really passionate, and so there was this extreme passion, and then it ended, and that left you with a lot of questions. So that is all I have for you this evening. What you don't see coming, I will say this: what you don't see coming is the Ten of Cups, which is a happy, loving, domestic partnership life. It's like the best card for like love and a happy marriage, family, and all that. So, um, I don't think it's with this person though, lady. So you gotta do the inner work and do the moving, do the like letting go, and move on with your life, because there's so much better in store for you, and you don't need to remain hung up on this person. I highly advise against it, actually. So I really hope this helps, and again, I say this with all the grace in my heart, and I wish you the best in your circumstances. I hope, but that's all I have for you this evening.
Oh, that it's always hard to hear that, but that was good, great, great advice. Mary Ann.
Thank you.
Let's do a reading for you. Marianne, I don't know what's going on, but the card that comes down for you is one that is more in kind of negative energy, like fears and things like that. So you need to strive to make sure that you face your fears and you're strong and put out a lot of positivity around you and that great violet color. As I tell people, go to the big paint store or whatever, get some paint chips and find that purple and the violets and the lilacs and put that up as a reminder to higher that energy and be very positive. You are communicating with the other side by the way, because I have the moon card, the oracle card is crossing you in temporary energy. This is when we have to like write down our dreams and stuff. I had a crazy one the other night um, that made no sense. But we need to have a whole show about people's dreams. But
Ah,
let's do that. Really good communication with the other side. So, listen and write down your thoughts because they're communicating with you. Great things are coming for you in 2025. I feel really, really good about you going after and getting what you want. It shows a little party or something in the past position. Sometimes it's such a great card, a reason to celebrate. I use it when I'm looking for an engagement. So I do feel in the past there was some kind of celebration there that was important. So, what I am getting for you now through October is a big change in your life. Something really big and positive change, like a transformation, a different way of living, a different lifestyle. There is a change here for you or in you. All right. But I'm going to tell you, mid to end of October, I feel kind of like loss, sorrow, hurt. We have heartache, and then we have great worry after that that goes into November. So let's not do that. Okay. Whatever comes your way, be positive, be strong, and don't worry because they show me it's too much worry. Bring it down. We don't want to waste our time on that. All right. When I get to November, I'm going to tell you, mid to end of November, I feel like that you have like something really good comes along, and you go, that's really good. I think that could be successful financially, and the answer is yes. So you have this opportunity for this investment that comes in, and I feel like it's going to be really good. So kind of hook yourself to that star. In December, I feel like you'll be wondering for the first 2 weeks what you really want to do in the future because we're getting closer to that January 1st when we were supposed to have it all figured out, right? But the other side saying things are going to be really great for you. Hang in there no matter what. Be positive. Use the law of attraction. Learn that. Use it. Live by it. And great things are coming for you. Okay. So stay with your angels, your guides, your higher power, and stay connected at the end of the year. I took some extra cards as well because um, some of your cards say that you may take a trip and that you have lessons to learn here. And I asked what they were, and it's like a new beginning, when to talk to people and get advice. This would be helpful for you. I get that something comes in that you don't quite trust, and we want to make sure that we can discern what we can trust, and what we can't. And but it reminds me that you are a high priestess and you have the power and you have the intuitive ability to know what to trust and or who and what to accept. So know that you have this great intuitive ability and go with your gut, okay? But overall it's good except for this time of a little bit of sorrow or loss, heartache and worry. I don't see anything you have to worry about. Maybe this is about a trust issue here, but you have that ability to see through all that stuff, okay? And that's what I have for you.
that was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have one more thing.
QR code. Be happy.
So we're gonna go through happy birthday. What's it called when you do is it an anagram? No, alliteration. Happy birthday alliteration. Okay.
Okay.
H is for holla, it's Debbie's birthday. A is for A, it's Debbie's birthday. P is for pulchritudinous, which is another word for beautiful because Debbie, you're beautiful.
Oh.
P is for party, it's Debbie's birthday. Y is for yes, it's Debbie's birthday. B is for it's Debbie's birthday. I is for incredible because you're an incredible person, and
Oh, thank
I
you.
am just so grateful for having this show with you. R is for rare because your gifts are very rare. You're very yes, yes. T is for transformative because I feel like our show is very transformative for our viewers and we truly are helping people and I love that. H is for oh, I lost two of them. Hold on. Where'd the other one go? Anyway, H is for happy birthday. D is for don't you know it's Debbie's birthday. A is for amazing, and Y is for you.
I kind of feel like you made that last one up
I made
really
all of
fast.
them up on the spot.
You made all of them. You're so talented. You're so talented. I love it.
No, but really, happy birthday, Debbie. I am very
Oh,
grateful
thank
for
you.
you. I appreciate
Oh,
you, and yes, I enjoy every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You guys, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If we didn't get to you this evening, please come back. We'll be back on Friday. All right. And do you have anything else to say, Debbie?
see you Friday. We'll do something fun Friday.
Yeah, we have
We
Fluid
gotta do
Friday. So
something
we're going to play
fun.
What's in Your Cup. We invite you to obviously stay hydrated, but if you want to have a little drink with us, you can. We play What's in Your Cup. And we also have our Friday Feuds poll.
And you never know. You never know with the mastermind what it's going to be or how crazy it's going to be. All right.
Always have
Well,
something.
anyway, thank you so much for all the birthday stuff. Birthday love. Birthday love. And yeah, okay. It only extends to right now.
I love it.
And thank you, Alexander. And come see us. And then just say I didn't get a reading. Oh, that's magic. What is that witchery that you do?
I have no idea that was even going to do that. Apparently, yeah, I didn't know that happens. Wait.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
perfect. Can That's with your oh my gosh, you learned something new. And
how,
it
do it
doesn't
again.
work.
How does it
What?
work?
You can do
Oh,
it. Oh,
wow.
I must look into this.
If I make other shapes with my body, will it do things?
Well,
Like,
not with
wait.
the armpit or anything.
I love it.
Eleanor, hi. Oh, I'm glad you found us too. We'll be here on Friday, okay?
Yes. Please return
All
on
right.
Friday, you guys. But thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you. If you haven't liked the show yet,
Yeah.
hit the thumbs up, please. And we'll be back on Friday at
Yes.
6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. Have a safe and lovely evening.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.